Day 331, the Jubilee Man. He was holding a small shofar, the sign and the sound of the Jubilee, he said, the year of restoration. What do you remember of it? It was the year in which the land would return to its original owners, I said. So if your family had lost its ancestral land, they would return home. Yes, said the teacher. Now think about it. 2,000 years ago, the Jewish people lost their homeland and their holy city, Israel and Jerusalem, and their ancestral possessions. But it was prophesied they would return. In other words, it would be a prophetic jubilee, a restoration to the ancient possession. So could the jubilee hold the key to the mystery of that restoration? He placed the shofar in my hands. In 1917, in the midst of the First World War, the British Empire issued the Balfour Declaration to give the land of Israel to the Jewish people. So the land would be restored to its original owners. But still missing was the restoration of the holy city, Jerusalem. The Jubilee comes every 50 years. If we count the 50th year from the first restoration, it brings us to 1967. It was in 1967 the holy city, Jerusalem, was restored to the Jewish people, to its original owners, the Jubilee. And in the same moment that Israel was restored to its ancient city, the sign of Jubilee was manifested. The rabbi who accompanied the soldiers to the Temple Mount sounded the shofar. And do you know what the Temple Mount was when Israel first obtained it 3,000 years before? A threshing floor. In Hebrew, a goren. The man who sounded the shofar there the day of restoration was named Goren, Rabbi Goren. And do you know when he was born? In 1917, the year of the first restoration, the first Jubilee. So he who sounded the shofar of Israel's Jubilee, the 50th year, was himself 50 years old, the living sign of the Jubilee. And it all happened in the exact place at the exact time. You see, God is the God of restoration. And those who are his, he will restore all things. All that was lost will be found again in their Jerusalem, in their appointed time of Jubilee. The mission, if you belong to Messiah, you have the power of Jubilee, the power to restore the lost and broken. Today, live, speak, and use that power. Leviticus 25, 10 to 11, Joel 2, 25 to 27, Zechariah 8, 7 to 8, Luke 4, 18 to 19, and Acts 1, 6.